Hello, you sports fans out there. How are you doing? It's Russ here from Porkies International. Today we're joined by Gary. How are you doing, Gary?
All right, pal. Can you see me?
Can't see you, mate.
No.
Oh,
Just give me a second in a minute. I'm just driving, and I'll pull over. I've probably got to press.
no
I'm
problem.
not great on this.
No problem. Just do
Can
it.
you can hear me though, can't you?
I can hear you, mate. How are you?
I'm all right, pal. I'm all right. I'm good. Good. About
How?
as good as can be. Good as can be.
Yeah. Okay. It wasn't very nice circumstances to see you at your mum's funeral last week, mate. So I hope
No.
everything's getting back in. I hope you're getting all right and that everybody and that over it and that.
I don't know how to get. Am I on now?
Yeah, you're on
Can you
now.
see me
Yeah.
now?
Yes.
Can you
Yeah.
see me?
I can't see you. I
All
can't. I
right.
can hear you.
All right. Why can't I get you on then, Russ? What do I need to press?
I'm not sure. I'm not really sure. You've been on enough Zoom.
Um,
Yeah. There you go.
about
How are you?
that. I'm all right, pal. Yeah.
Where are you?
Right. I'm just in my car. I'm just driving to Trafford Golf Centre for my hours on driving range.
Oh,
Trying to get to trying to get to driving range each day, but I have to do it all before I need to get to see Jane at about try to get there about 11. So I'll try to get. I'm late today, to be honest with you, but that's only because I've already done my 5K in the making. But I'll most days I'll try to get here for 7 o'clock. I'll do 5K, then I'll do work for an hour, and then I'll go on the driving range for an hour, and then head off to see Jane. Get to Tameside for 11.
I've got Sparkling's coming here at 10 o'clock.
Have you? What are you up to? What are you doing?
He's having.
Oh yeah. You said
Yeah.
yeah. I must admit though, it does do good, that doesn't it?
He looks well,
Because
doesn't
it does. I mean, a bit dark at first, but then as it wears into the week, I think it looks quite good. Yeah, I
he?
can
Yeah.
tell. Can tell when he needs it doing.
He must be insecure about that chick he's with because he's punching there, isn't he, Gary?
What?
He must be insecure about that
What do you
bird.
say?
He must be insecure about that bird he's with because he's punching, isn't he?
What, Tanya?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they seem
Uh,
no, they seem all right together.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, she's a nice lass. How's your weight, Gary, and that? I know you've been dieting for years and that, and you put a lot of effort in. And how are you doing? How are you doing with it?
Probably like every other person that tries, Russ.
Yeah,
There's only one way in there. We've discussed it many times. That's calorie deficit. You've got to get below, haven't you?
yeah,
And
right.
you do that. You do it in an extreme way, and people know that you've had a ban, don't they?
Yeah, but there's
Because
no
you're
food
not.
in the van now, is there? But my brain's trained, you see.
No, but you're not afraid of saying it, and it's obviously got you well trained into the amounts of food.
Yeah,
Um, but fat pigs like me with a full belly, full stomach, it's so hard, Russ. And I sent you sent you my latest attempt. What I'm going to try this week, and I'll
yeah,
keep tuned in if you want me to every few weeks
yeah.
or so.
Gary,
Because
go on, sorry.
sorry, it's my last. It's my what do you call it? Colonel Custer's last stand. You're right. I've tried everything, Russ, and I can't do it. Can't do it. I can't. I plateaued at 16 stone now. When we first started, I was going to try and get to 15, wasn't I?
Hmm.
And I was 16.9.
Yeah.
I've been down as low as 15.4, but that was when I went in hospital with that bad infection.
Hmm.
And then I've steadily just crept back now, and I'm hovering around 15, 12, 16 to 16. I can't budge it. They call it plateauing, don't they?
Yeah.
And that's where I am. So I'm going to try the carnivore diet.
That
And I tell you,
go on, could you explain about the carnivore diet, Gary, to the viewers, please, if you don't mind?
yeah. Well, I'll say if you got if the viewers right go on, Dr. Ekberg, EK, BERG, right? And they search for his carnivore diet, try it for 30 days. And you'll know it's the right one because Dr. Ekberg's got loads. He's followed by millions because it's the one 2 years ago, right? And I've just sent it to you. And it probably be good for you to have a go at as well because there's some interesting stuff. He describes me to a T. And if it describes me to a T, it's describing all your viewers to a T. All those people that's tried and failed, tried every diet, biggest gurus in the world, but we're still fat. Well, we still can't get where we're going. Now, I know that I'm a million leagues on advanced as anybody is, right? I don't eat ultra processed foods. If it's coming out of a packet, I don't eat it. You know, it's got a long date, shelf life on it. I don't touch it because they're all full of shite, full of preservatives, full of whatever. But this Dr. Ekberg in this particular session just covers it all, right? Even they eat fruit, eat vegetables, eat this, eat that, like we all try to do. And I do. I don't put any shit in my mouth. I drink very little alcohol these days, but I don't put any shit in my mouth. So I've got nowhere else to go, Russ, except try the carnivore. It's the only diet I haven't tried. I've tried the Scarsdale diet, which is along the way to it. I've done keto for weeks and months, which you know, but I just can't control it. It has to be either the calories, because I'm a greedy pig, still eating too much, or it's something to do with some of the things that Dr. Ekberg says in this episode, because all plants have either got a protection mechanism around them, like nettles, you know, privets and stuff, or they actually contain toxins. Now, it's the first time I've ever heard that. And they contain toxins to protect themselves. They want to make themselves not enjoyable by the prey that might eat them.
Yeah.
And I think you'll find you might start to bring a little bit. Oh, sorry, Ross. Sorry, sorry, my phone's just fell off. You might start even bring a little bit more protein, meat into your diet, because what he's saying is, and this guy, by the way, this guy's a keto man as well. He encourages keto. He's got lots of diets on keto, but this is the first one that I've seen where he kind of pulls it all together, because everything's got something in it, hasn't it, these days? Preservatives, and like he's saying now, first time I've heard that one, that even your veggies, your green veggies, your fruit, they're still have got stuff in them that can give us allergies or stop the system working properly because of these poisons that's inside them. And what he's saying is that the carnivore diet, meat, is the only thing that is the closest thing to neutral, that's got nothing in it that can be affecting your system, giving you all these allergies or inflammation and all this stuff that makes us ill. So I'm going to try it, Russ. I'm going to give it a go. No, I'll tell you now, I've tried it. I've tried it now for a few days, but you still run into trouble with it, because after you've ate enough meat, steak, it's the last thing you want to put in your mouth, and then you're thinking, well, what can I eat now? Everything else you look to eat is carbs. So I don't think I'm eating as much, because, you know, like last night, I had, I'm human. I went out. Sarah said to me, and don't forget, I'm on my own at the minute, Jane's in hospital, so I got an out to do. And Sarah, they're going to Spain on tomorrow. They're packing up. They're gone. Sarah's gone. Kids starting school in September for Sarah. Well, they're following mum, really, because that's what we're doing, isn't it?
The boat with Damien.
Yeah. So she texted me, said we've come in the pub for a drink with Damien's mum, just like a farewell drink. why don't you come over for a couple? So I did. I went over. I had 3 pints, and then didn't have any food prepared. So I ordered one of them. Like if you go in some of these kebab shops, and they're really good, aren't they? Because they got the big skewers with the chunks of meat on.
Yeah.
So I wanted that. I thought, well, I'll have some lamb. But even though in all my days now of getting better and better and better, I don't have bread, I don't have bun on a burger, right, but I do have salad, and I needed to have that salad. So I'm not 100% doing this. I'm easing my way in. And then when I searched for Dr. Ekberg this morning and that specific video to send to you, when I searched it, there's actually hundreds of carnivore. It only came to me because I subscribed to his channel, but there's loads. And what I realised this morning is the help is out there, because I could see the pictures, on all the different people that are advertising carnivore, and there's some nice dishes. Do you know what I mean? Herbs and spice, and there must be some fluids that you can put in there, because I like juice, and it has to be juicy. It's like a steak. It's got to be juicy. It's got to have that bit of blood in it.
Mm.
So that's where I am, mate. I'm trying the carnivore, and I'll keep you updated. And you try it, because the one thing I worry about you all the time is hardly any calories. You seriously aren't getting any nutrients, or nowhere near enough. Did you try any of them 40 sips?
Yeah, I've had them. Yeah.
Do you like them?
Yeah, I had them. Yeah, 47 of them. I did them.
They're all right, aren't they? I've
in
got some more. It's a shame, John. It's a shame I'm not in, because I've got some more I can give you.
Oh, nice one.
Um,
Can I just
yeah.
say, this carnivore diet, when Dave Allen used to live at back of me, we're about 25 stone. He lived at, I lived at 76. I think he was 67 or something. He lived at back of my house in a flat.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he were on that, Dave Allen, and he used to put in his frying pan in the morning, he used to fry, or cook, whatever, chicken wings. And because
Yeah.
that's best part of chicken, it's the least fat in it, the chicken wings. He'd have the chicken wings, and he'd have sausages and stuff like that, but nothing else.
Yeah. Well, this is all about where you just said there, least fat and all that. We're all programmed, aren't we?
Yeah.
Low fat, low fat. We've been conditioned to that.
But I think when
The
Dave
carnivore
went on
diet.
Dave went on it, I'm sorry for butting in it. He said to me, "You were thinking, well, this is all fats and stuff like that," but I think you're not
It
having
is.
carbs and that, iron and that. So he stuck to it. And I think he did all right with it, Dave Allen. But you probably need to speak to Dave about that. I think you might have.
Yeah, but I probably, yeah, I will. I'm speaking to Dave at the minute.
Yeah.
He's going to come on board, I think, as a promoter. Well, he has come on board as a promoter for us.
Yeah.
So there'll be a bit of conversation with Dave. But no, when I first went towards the Scarsdale diet, which is a form of a keto diet,
Yeah.
I never realised that, because I'm thinking, well, they keep saying, it's full of fat and all that, and I'm thinking, well, I'm eating protein and salad, I'm eating clean, I'm not getting any fats. But I never realised for a long time, that it's the meat itself that's loaded with 40% fat. Never realised that, and that's where your fats are coming from.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but it's hard. You can't. You traditionally you'd like to put fried onions with it, wouldn't you? Or
Yeah.
tomatoes. You know what I mean? Something with it. But no, the carnivore's talking about, no. Wipe all that stuff off your plate, all that good stuff, all them veggies, all onions and all that, or what you like. Wipe it all off, because that's not on the plate anymore. So it gets hard then, thinking about, well, what can I have?
Yeah.
Now, a true carnivore will only eat the meat, red meat.
Yeah.
I watched another guy, I don't know what his name, and he did it in 4 stages. Like, first stage is only purely red meat, no milk, no dairy, no cheese, nothing. That's rock hard, And then stage 2 with him is, because obviously cheese is high protein in it and full of fat.
Yeah.
And he did it in like 4 stages. I think I'm stage 5, because I fell down last night on because I just needed a bit of salad with it. But I'm hoping that I can see. I'm going to watch some of these other videos now on YouTube, and just for the ideas. Well, how can you make it not bland? And I'll look for that. But my problem is that I can't be bothered cooking anymore, Russ. So another thought that I've had is, well, I'm just going to go out to a different, either the same or a different restaurant every night. Get somebody to cook me a fucking steak or cook me a mixed grill, and just see, because I need to get some variety, And if I was going to fall down with anything, it'd be mushrooms and tomatoes. Because what he says at the end of this video, Russ, is look, because he has to say this, because otherwise he's an hypocrite, because he's got millions of videos out there and he's got millions of viewers, and he kind of puts it to you like this: look, protein, fat is the most neutral food that you can eat, with the least preservatives in it, with the least poison in it. So why not give it a go for 30 days? And that's what he's advertising on this. Give it a go for 30 days. And he puts the stats up of the success rate. But what he says right at the end is, can you stay carnivore forever? No. No. You can't stay keto forever. No. You can't stay starving forever. No. What you've got to find is a combination for your body, because we're all different, and then start with carnivore and kick out all carbs if you can. And if you're like me, failure, straight away, I can't do it, then bring in only the stuff that you've learned along the way. And I know that mushrooms, hardly any calories in them, and tomatoes, hardly any calories in them. And the reason I think it might work that for me is because what he advocates right at the end is you've got to find a balance. And what you would do then, once you become carnivore, you've lost some weight, you're feeling better, start introducing back in 1 or 2 at a time. See how you feel. If it's not affecting you, you're not getting any adverse reaction, then just bring them back in. But for sure, what he's saying is that carnivore, and he's talking about meat, really. I can't do that. I need different variety in my gob. So if I'm not feeling like meat, I find if I have a bite of Cheshire cheese or something, that'll do the trick. And then a cherry tomato to get rid of that demon as well, because it's my I've been everywhere else, haven't I? And if this doesn't work now, I'll just be happy at 16 stone. If this works, then maybe it'll move me on, and I might get to that dream 15 stone one day. That was my dad's weight. That's why I want to be there, because he always looked well. But my dad, even so, he was always,
Gary, that pamphlet.
hey,
He looked like Frank Sinatra, didn't he, out back of that?
oh, dad was a good looking guy. But even my dad, I started dieting with my dad when I was 21 years of age with his mate Joe Black on Greymale Lane Market, and we used to go for brekkie every week on a market, one of the old flea markets, and there was a cafe in the corner, had a set of scales, and we used to get weighed every week. My dad was 210 pounds, and Joe Black. Now this is how crazy this is. Joe Black, my dad's best pal. We had a bet. Obviously, we went into a weight challenge. Even all them years ago, Russ, 40 years ago. That's how long I've been at this. And Joe Black won. And when we all come back the week after, he'd lost about half a stone. I'd lost a pound or two, and my dad had lost a pound or two. But Joe had lost half a stone. I said, "Have you done it? How have you done it, Joe?" And he said, "Protein only. As much protein as you can get in." 40 years ago, Russ. Still talking about that now. I'm still sat here talking about. I've gone full circle here, back to protein. But everything everybody ever tries hasn't got it all right. They're always doing it with something else. Like I'm saying now, I'm doing it, but I'm going to nick some tomatoes, I'm going to nick some mushrooms, you know, because I can't be extreme. I've got myself to a place where I know what's healthy for me. But yeah, Joe did it really. I mean, protein diet, it's a carnivore diet, isn't it? But yeah, if he just ate protein all week and lost his half a stone, that was on carnivore effectively.
Yeah.
Loads of chicken, loads of beef meats. You could almost say have a mixed grill every day. Right, but take out the tomatoes, take out the mushroom, take out the onions. Be careful with the sausages. You've got to get somewhere who's not filling the sausages full of shite, full of wheat. You know, same with black pudding. You can get good black pudding if you've gone, you know, you can get black pudding that's processed and full of shite.
Yeah.
So the bacon and eggs, you know, have a full plate of bacon and eggs. The chops are great on there. The beef would be great on there. Liver would be great on there. But watch that, Russ. You watch that carnivore because Dr. Ekberg brings it all together. Seriously, brings it all together. Everything I've ever done, everything you've ever done. There's two sides of the coin. It's what you've done, and to me, that's a gastric band or whatever these things are to shrink it so you can't get the food in. You've got no choice.
Yeah.
Or, hey, say again.
It's like stapling your stomach. Well, literally.
Yeah. Well, there's not many people going to do that, is there?
Oh, extreme.
Right. So
I didn't want to do it. I was sick of it. I got sick of it. 2 year dieting. I said, this. You know what I mean? So I forked out dough, didn't I? But I regret it now. I wish I'd done it naturally because if I had this mindset I've got now, I'd be all right because I'm careful about what I stick in my mouth now. I always question what I eat, you know?
yeah, but Russ, me too. But I'm not like you. I've not trained myself with calorie reduction. I'm still like everybody else on the planet. I'm trying to eat my way there.
Yeah. Do you know
You know, and eating your way there. Sorry.
Carnival that this diet that you're going to attempt. If you go back
Yeah.
thousands or millions of years, you know, man after ape or whatever, all the were to eat were just meat, weren't there? And you never saw in all the films or pictures these men with spears killing buffaloes and pigs and roasting them.
Yeah.
Never see
That's
part hanging over the bellies and that, do you?
No. Well, yeah. I think a common word for that is the Neanderthal days.
Well, there were
That's
no
what they call
McDonald's then, were there, or KFC's like my Reggie. I want a KFC, Dad. I went, you know, having one, get a salad.
No, but it's true. You think of that caveman, you know, even animals, Russ, lions, tigers, they're killing, they're killing, they're killing animals to eat, aren't they?
Yeah, and they look well, don't they? Lions and tigers.
Yeah.
And look
The
at
only one that I
those
never
for a Taco
understood.
Bell.
Do you know the only one that I never quite understand? And that's like a gorilla because they're muscly, aren't they? But
Yeah.
they live on bananas, don't they? And that's just the sugar. Or polar bears, you
Well,
know,
that's
they
what
eat
I'm on
berries,
now,
don't
isn't
they?
it? Do you remember what I said to
Hey,
you? In the morning now, I have 2 slices of toast with a banana.
no good. None of that. All that is shite.
But it
But
does me, doesn't it, till night time.
yeah. But look, Ross, you're different. You know,
Uh,
you're eating all carbs there, and any other person that would make hungry again in 2 hours.
Oh, I have
Bread
stomach cramps
shite.
all fucking day, mate. I'm like, oh, I'm hungry.
Yeah, you've learned that. I tell you, nobody, no normal person is going to have that kind of mental strength
I'm not normal,
because
though,
we're
am I?
born to eat. We're born to eat. The body releases devils in our brains that it's time to eat. It's so hard to overcome. So, you know, and it's not natural, is it, to not eat? So we're going to find a way to eat your way into losing weight. And this is the last chance for the last way for me because it's not, I've tried everything else and I just have to accept that my body, my brain isn't going to let me go below 16 stone. And you know what? Age 65 years of age, right? I don't want to. you know what I mean? I got enough going on in my life, with Jane and stuff, and I'm thinking to myself, look at poor Jane. I'm healthy. I'm good. I can go out and do 5K. I went, you know, I went out for a jog with on Saturday.
John.
Who?
Peter Fury Jr.
Junior. Right? I went out with him.
I bet he can
And
jog. I bet he can jog him, can't he, Peter Jr.?
I tell you what, it burnt me off at the end. Fucking hell. But I have to say this, all the way through the 5K, right? I was the better man because Peter was walking, but he can walk. Well, walking, you know, what do you call it? Power walking. He was power walking, but he's a big man in it. So I'm trotting. I call it trotting, right? But I'm into this. I'm into lamppost training as well, because even though walking is the best for you, right? There is something to be said for the what do they call it? The HIIT training, high intensity. So the better of the two is to have a combination. So I'll trot, but then I'll put bursts in. They only last for a minute, 30 seconds. You know, just the width of a lamp. What is it? 100 yards. Yeah. So I'll do an 100-yard sprint, right? But every time I did the 100-yard sprint, what I'd do, I'd sit back behind Peter and let him be the pacemaker. So say I'd sit back 20, 30 feet, right? But then, and
there you go.
I'm 50 feet in front, but then I'll go.
Screens froze.
Because advanced runners got too far away from the pack.
Yeah.
He'd blow his whistle, and then everyone has to return to the pack. So everyone starts together, and everybody finishes together. So I was doing that same thing with Peter, and it's good this sometimes, because obviously I complimented Peter. I mean, what's Peter? Must be 23 stone, maybe.
Well, I was bigger than you.
20, I don't know. I'm not 100%. Yeah, you was, but yeah. But I tell you what, my sprint, yeah, couldn't keep up with Peter's sprint, because I didn't know where we were going on this trek. I just followed. It was beautiful because it's in Congleton, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then we got to this corner, and he was sprinting all the way around. But obviously he was warmed up now. He says, right, sprint. So I got to him at this corner, and he went, fucking hell. He fucking sprinted up this hill. I didn't know where it ended. Could have been like fucking 500 yards for me. My sprint is, I mean, I'm always careful of my muscles or getting injured. I can't afford to get injured. So my sprint is, I just extend and bound rather than trot. And that's enough to get my heart rate up. But fucking hell, he went fucking boom, like fucking Billy Whiz. I couldn't keep up with him. But anyway, I didn't realise it was the end of the run. And we'd done 6K. So I'm trying to find an optimum distance to run at. Because as you know, I trained last year to do a marathon, and I got up to, in my training, I got up to doing 30K. Yeah. But I might have to go out for like 7 hours, 8 hours to do that, because I only trot at 4 or 5K and 5K an hour. You know, so to get 40K in, I'd have to be out for 10 hours. I got up to 30K, but I realised I can't do this. It's not good for me, you know, taking too many hours. So I've peeled it right back now, because people say you can go out half an hour a day in it and get all the health benefits you need, don't they?
Yeah. Okay.
So anyway, I feel as though I'm talking for England today, but just a new campaign, new attempt.
Right. Gary, do you want to tell us? We'll finish off on the Boxers in Need thing that you've started off. How long has it been going, and how does it work?
Boxers in Need is just something that, well, I've been supporting. I mean, Boxers in Need, as insofar as Chadderton Boxing Club for 15 years.
Yeah.
Just bought them a what's it? Chris and Aki was selling a one of them punch backs. What you punch and it tells you that how hard you've punched it.
Yeah.
I've just bought one of them and put it in Chadderton Boxing for them. But I've always had listen, I love boxing, Russ. I love boxing. Always have. You know my history. I used to follow Bomber Graham. I used to follow Bruno. I used to follow them all, Lloyd Onigan, right the way through from them, becoming famous and me being sat in the gods with a 25 quid ticket, and the tickets was like 300 for ringside. And I fell out with boxing a little bit because of that, because I was a true fan, and my boxers kind of disappeared away from what I could afford. Yeah. So I never got to see them. I went to a dinner once, and Terry Lawless and Bruno was there, and I still had my stump, my thing. I've been to see Bruno when he fought Tim Witherspoon. And, I'm queuing up with everybody, and I gets there. Terry Lawless looks at my stump, and he goes, "Fucking hell, you didn't see much from there, did you?" I thought, what a thing to say to somebody. Yeah. I'd gone to London, I'd spent me 500 quid, because it's not just about your ticket, is it? It's travel, it's accommodation. In fact, I went off him then. I always liked him on telly up until then.
Oh, Terry Lawless.
Terry Lawless, yeah. So
manager, wasn't
he? Yeah. It was that he was part of the cartel them days, like it's Eddie and Frank now. Really, he's got a grip, haven't they?
Well,
but here's the thing about Boxers in Need, Russ. Right, all the fun, all the enjoyment I get out of boxing, and all the fun and enjoyment I get out of boxing now for free, watching YouTube channels like yours, IFL, all us fans get. Sorry, you've gone again. Sorry, all us fans, right, get all that fun for free out of you guys and boxers and watching them and all that. And we don't pay anything in, do we? It's for free. So the people I'm getting at is your 10, 12, 14,000 viewers, Boxing Now's viewers, everybody's viewers, Straight Talk with Peter Fury viewers, right? Because they're the people that should support boxers for all the enjoyment they get for their hobby.
Yeah.
And that's who I'm at. Look, it goes without saying that boxers are going to tip in, doesn't it? Because, one day it could be them. And currently there's no fund available for them. So I would expect all the boxing, the boxers themselves, to get behind it. Trainers, ex-boxers, pundits. I mean, I've listened to Tony. I know you don't get on with Tony, maybe, but I like him.
Tony will know you.
Yeah, just like I like Eddie Hearn. But I've listened to Tony talk. I've listened to Carl Froch talk. Listened to them all talk, and every single one of them, at some point, I'll talk about, and they go on charity raising events. Yeah. So I'm looking for them people. It's dead simple. www.boxersinneed.com. Right now, how easy is that? Just Google that. Go onto the site. It's 12 quid, for God's sake. Right, 12 quid. And as soon as we can get what I'd call oh God, what's that name for what's that name for influencers? Yeah, they're the guys that cannot they're the guys that can get to the public for me. because it's the public that I feel needs to tip in for this great sport, you know, and they're the catalyst through all them guys who believe in boxers needing something. Well, it's here. It's here. The country's just got to get behind it, and it will. How long it'll take, I don't know. But certainly through people like you, Boxing Now, Peter Fury, we've already got a gaggle on there. Glyn Rhodes was on this week. Jamie Moore was on this week on Straight Talk with Peter. As soon as them people start pushing it out on their social media, it's gonna go. You know, and you get a badge. You get a badge.
Yeah.
You know, like for prostate cancer, they've got a badge, haven't they?
Yeah.
Well, for the boxing industry now, they've got a badge. It's called Boxers in Need. So anybody wearing that badge is part of the club. You know, and I want everybody to be part of the club.
Okay.
So I don't know, and people try to make it complicated. People try to say, "Oh, well, what's it for? Who's it for? How do you qualify?" Da, da, da. Right? We've said, look, the period now to January is trying to promote and get the members, right? There's no point in talking about all that until we've got some fund, right? But I think what we're going to do, and I'm actually talking to Chris Anaki about it this week, is create like make part of videos that they're doing a question and answer about boxers in need, you know, and moreover trying to draw from the public or boxers, whoever it is that's being interviewed, what they think the fund should be used for. Right? Yeah. Now, obviously, I'm a you know, like when I support Chadderton boxing, is that grassroots boxing, as you would call it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So boxing clubs, gyms, to me, you know, the survival of boxing comes through them clubs, right? So to me, that would be number one on my list, right? That's what I've done for 20 years, because with no boxing clubs, there's no boxing to watch. Yeah. So, you know, and then obviously boxers who have got injured, I feel they're important. There's also mental, you know, isn't there? So, but that's just three. And because I'm running out of things to think about there, we want to make part of the podcasts, the shows, a question and answer debate, and let's hear from whoever's being interviewed, whichever boxer, you know, even you. I mean, if I was to say to you, Russ, how many different things are there in boxing that you think there should be a fund for?
Oh,
besides the three things I've said, what would they be?
Mentioned. We've got 40 seconds, Gary. So you want to wrap it up?
Yeah, I can wrap it up there, mate. Yeah, sorry I've prattled on a lot today.
No problem. But, listen.
Yeah, and obviously refer a friend is going to be a big part of the videos as well. All
right. Well, listen. Thanks for coming on. You have a great day at the golf, and give Jane my best, my love. All right, mate.
I will.
And you take
All
care.
right, thanks.
And have a great day.
Speak soon. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.